Yes, sir.
Hi, I'm Rodney Mendoza, and I'm doing a reputation speech on the topic of classical music has a positive effect on improving children's development. The secondary claims were classical music has a positive effect on development of children's memory. Classical music has a positive effect on developing language skills, and classical music has a positive effect on developing social skills for children. So for the first claim that classical music has a positive effect on development of children's memory, the argument was listening to classical music while trying to memorize things or studying actually helped them to improve their memory. Another argument was that children who took 8 months of classical piano had more improved scores in spatial learning tests. There's actually an experiment that goes against these arguments. The experiment was done at Missouri Western State College, and it involved 60 students, and the 60 students were divided into 3 groups. The first group had to listen to Holier Than Thou by Metallica. Another group listened to The Seasons by Joseph Haydn, which is classical music. And the last group had to listen to white noise. White noise is a steady, unvarying, unobtrusive sound as an electronically produced drones used to mask or obliterate unwanted sounds. So when they were listening to these different types of music, they were given a picture and they had to study it for 30 seconds. And after 30 seconds, the picture was taken away from them, and they had to answer a questionnaire. So from the results of this experiment, the group that listened to white noise actually had the least amount of errors, and the group that listened to classical music actually had the most amount of errors. So this experiment actually showed that listening to classical music did not actually have a positive effect on memory. Another claim was that classical music has a positive effect on developing language skills. The argument was that one of the arguments was in the book Music Makes Your Child Smarter, it says that there's a period of tuning in where the child becomes familiar with the patterns, rhythms, and the pitches of language. They soak up colossal amounts of information from their environment. The tuning in period, therefore, conditions the child to the feel of language's pitch, phrase structure, timbre, dynamics, and cadences. And the argument was that all of these are actually musical terms, and showed that there's a correlation between music and language. But you can also find these like timbre and cadences in not only classical music but other types of music. So if you were to say get a song that actually had like timbre and cadences, but at the same time had profanity, and you let a child listen to it, I don't think that would actually give a positive effect to the improvement of a child's language skills. The third claim was that classical music has a positive effect on developing social skills for children. And the argument was that music has long been valued in early childhood programs because it provides enjoyment, opportunity for participation, and relaxation for the very child. This argument is weak because it didn't really show any evidence or that supported this, or any studies that really show that there is a relationship between listening to classical music and the development of social skills. In conclusion, the claim was that classical music was a positive effect on the development of children, but some arguments were not only based on classical music, but how music in general is actually used as a learning tool.